Hello, can y'all hear me? Ay. Hello, Dennis. What? I had a little improvement in hand movement. It's amazing how such a slight. Oh yeah, definitely. I know how it feels. I used to have a condition back then. I tell you, I got a couple of conditions that was really scary at that time. But I'm so glad. Yeah, I'm so glad. Hi, Sean. Howdy from Texas. Ooh, I love your channel, John, and I watch your videos often. Your play is fantastic and your gear. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Candy partner. Okay. Like I said, I just woke up from a little nap. I was so tired out. My fingers are aching after a full day of teaching. Yeah, I wonder if we can see all my. Can you see this? As long as as long as you don't show my face, you can probably see my calluses. There you go. That's how bad it is, Yeah, and that was after the review yesterday, and then a whole lot of playing today. Hi, Ace. You talking to who are you talking to? You talking to Dennis? I know. Oh God. Yeah, what happened was like a couple of years ago. I had a condition where it scared the pants off me. What happened was I had frozen shoulders first because I was doing a lot of work, production work. We're talking about about 12 years ago. And having a frozen shoulder on one side is already bad enough. I had it both sides, so it was really painful. Couldn't stretch my arm out. Even now I can still feel a bit of a restriction after so many years. You know, frozen shoulders just do something to your nerves, so it kind of screw up everything. So I used to be not able to, hold my hands up. When I was driving there, I had a car, and it was okay to drive, but it was okay to play guitar because you don't lift up your hands when you're playing guitar. It was fine until one day when I got off the car, and as I was coming off the car, my left shoulder hit the top of the car because we drive on the right hand side. So as I exited the car, my left shoulder hit the upper side of the car, the roof of the car, and the pain was so excruciating that I had to sit on the floor and shed a few tears because it was so painful. Yeah, it was that bad, and it took me a long while. It took me a while for the frozen shoulders to count. It almost took me a year. It almost took me a year, like about 8-9 months. And right after that, right, I don't know what happened to that year. I think maybe God is testing me or something like that. And right after that, I had a condition. I suspect it's a form of a vitamin or somewhat deficiency in somewhere where the nails started coming off from the bed. You get what I mean? So the nails started prying off, and it wasn't painful. It just felt funny that you kind of have floating nails. And guess what? It happens to 9 of my fingers. It was only one finger or two that was intact. The rest of them was affected, and it was hard to play guitar because you don't want to bend the strings, and you get what I mean, and having your strings hitting that nail and ping, that would be painful. So it was hard for me, and that condition, thank God, that didn't last long. That probably lasted about 6 months, I think. And I was in the middle of a musical when this happened, so I was playing the musical, and I had to be very careful when I'm playing. Not much of a bending. So it wasn't too bad. There wasn't a whole lot of crazy solos, and that was depressing for me. I couldn't do the stuff that I was supposed to do, and after a while, I just stopped playing. The musical ended, and I just kind of rested at home. Didn't do much playing and a whole lot of praying though. And well, after about 6 months or 7 months, the condition just got better, and my nails became normal again. That was bad. Yeah, probably right. Keratin or vitamin B deficiency and stuff like that. I don't know. It's a condition. I know it's a condition because I checked it out online. I went to the doctors, and for the life of them, they couldn't understand why. So that's how good the doctors are sometimes. So hi, Drew, from Chicago, and hi, Ace. So right after that, about what, six years ago, I guess, 6, 7, just way before COVID. Back in 2015, 14, I had pain showing up on the joints right here, and it started to ache at first. And as I was playing, it started to get like really funky feeling, and I was really worried at the time because I knew I was getting on in age, but I didn't want arthritis to be a problem for me. So I decided to well, first I prayed, asked God. But for me, I decided not to let it be a hindrance to my playing. So I continued to play, didn't pay no mind to it, and I started taking supplements. So I took fish oil. I know a lot of people say that these are like placebo and they don't really work, but I started taking fish oil and it actually worked, and the pain kind of subsided, and then I progressed to curcumin. So I've been taking supplements of fish oil and curcumin all these years. This is like 5, 6 years now, and yeah, my fingers are still nimble, thank God. Yeah, so this is what I had. Used to be able to grow your own picks. Oh, too brittle. Oh. Some bone soup or chicken feet, collagen in the diet will help a bit. I don't know, man. Seriously, I don't know. But that condition never came back again. So thank God, the nails coming off that kind of disappeared. It didn't come back again. So I was pretty grateful. So Dennis, you're not alone. There's a whole lot of stuff. Just keep at it. You get better and better by each day. But just don't stop playing. I think the problem with us is sometimes we just stop playing, and then you know how it is when it's like me when I stopped riding a bike for a long time. And the next ride was going to be excruciating, and I plumb gave up at one point because there was after my third, not mistaken. No, after my first COVID vaccination, right? And it did a number on me. It just screwed me up big time. And I went for a ride after that. After I had my fever and all the side effects of the vaccine, it was bad. I was like terribly out of breath. I couldn't cycle the same intensity as I did before COVID. And it was really bad. And I did have COVID then. We're just playing it safe by having the vaccination. Right after the vaccination, a couple of months later, I had COVID. It was still bad. I was down for almost 10 days. I mean, I was positive for 10 days, but the fever and everything lasted about 4 days. And then I had the second vaccination and the third, and I know that that the body is not the same anymore. So, but I decided not to let that affect me. So I continued to cycle as much as I can. The reason why I stopped for a long time was because it started raining in Singapore a whole lot, and then the haze happened. What's a haze? Like from Indonesia, they have these forest fires and they kind of blow over to Singapore. So it was really unhealthy to cycle. So I just stopped for a while, and then when I started cycling again, it was like whoa, it was bad. So It's the same thing. Like, if you have like certain conditions in your hands, I think just keep at it. I think one of the experiences that I had was when I was playing football, not American football, soccer, right? It was when I was young, when I was still playing soccer, and I kind of sprained my ankle at one time, at one juncture. And the tendency for you is to hold up an ankle and nurture it, and trying to hobble off the field, and just deal with the pain. I dealt with the pain in another way. I continue to run, I continue to play, and I just don't pay any heed to the pain at all. I just kind of grit my teeth and just went on with the game. And guess what? It didn't matter, because right after the game, I was walking home normally. I wasn't hobbling off the field or hobbling on home. I was walking normally. There's a slight ache, but it's not as bad as I thought that it would be. But I do believe that if I had to stop there and nurse my ankle, and I think it would be bad, because it would get swollen up, and so I just didn't pay any heed to it. Just kept on running with the pain, and after a while, it just got better. Now, I won't recommend this to anyone who's playing soccer and who sprained his ankle and had a hairline fracture. That'll be bad. So I knew it wasn't a fracture because the pain wasn't that sharp. I had my bones broken before. So yeah, I knew it was just a sprain, so I just got on with it. And then right after that, I went to the army. Same thing happened. I sprained my ankle at one point during jungle training. I kept on walking, and yeah, I just came off it, none the worse. Carpal tunnel. Oh, wow. Yeah, carpal tunnel is bad. And that's probably because you're spending too much time on the keyboards. So how are you guys doing? I know that Dennis has his. I really like to watch your video. I haven't watched the last one, the latest one. I just like the fact that you were like, having that camping vibe going, cooking, playing a banjo and stuff like that, and talking about your wife and talking about the past. That's pretty cool. Keep it up, Dennis. Oh, by the way, Taylor Swift is in town. Yeah, she's in Singapore, so she's gonna do like, she just did. The first show was on Saturday. Tonight, Sunday, was the second show. She's gonna do 6 shows consecutively. It's crazy. That young lady is something else. Hi, Vincent from Holland. Thank you. I was just having a dream about Holland, actually. Yeah, I was taking a nap just now, and I was dreaming about someone having a trip to Holland. You like more what? I got this LIP. Yeah, that's not mine. Yeah, I mean, it went back to the shop. That's a good guitar. Yeah, it's a nice guitar. Unfortunately, he passed away, so yeah, no more guitars from them. From the luthier. I forgot his name. Oh, really? Hi, Milo. So, what's happening is that I'm going to go on a tour soon. I'm leaving on the 17th of this March. I'll be away for a long time, okay? So just in case you guys don't see me around. 17th of March, I'll be away for about a week. I have a show on the 22nd. I'll come back on the 23rd. and then I'll fly off again on the 24th to London for a bit of a vacation there with my good son Caleb, and then I will be back about 12 days later. So I'll probably be back by end of March, if not miss, or maybe the 3rd or 4th of March. Yeah. So yeah, that's what's happening. So I'll be in London, and probably somewhere else in Birmingham or something like that. I'm not sure where we're going actually. So I'm just tagging along, and yeah, I miss London. I miss England. I was there a couple of years ago. Just kind of like the vibe over there. So I would love to go down to Andertons if I'm able to. Yeah. Dennis, the hardest part of a 4-year gap is the reflex memory of the fretboard. I didn't realize how well I knew it without thinking about it. Yeah. 4 years is a long time, Dennis. Hi, my Russian brother. Thank you. I hope you're okay. Hope you guys are doing okay. Gibson's Garage. Where is it? Tell me, Milo. What are good budget Telecasters you can suggest, by the way? Budgets? Kind of mirrors it. There's so many budget guitars around. So, by the way, I'm eating this. They're not sponsoring this video anyway, but I'm just telling you what I'm eating. Give me a second. Let me just run through my hard disk. It depends on your budget, basically. How much are you willing to spend? Nah, they don't know me, so there's no point doing that. I'll just probably go there and take a whole lot of photos and probably a video of the store, and that's about it. If I do meet the captain, I'll say hi, but that's about it. I don't know them, and they probably don't know me, so it don't matter. I don't want to intrude. It's terribly rude. Milo, what? London just opened a Gibson garage. Really? Okay. I hear you, Dennis. $500 US. Okay. Hey Siri. How much is $500 US in Singapore dollars?
$500 US is $672.05.
Okay, so for $500 US, you have to. Hi Nexus, walao eh. Very Singaporean of you, and all the caps. Forget about it. So, $500 US, you can, those are entry level guitars. So you are stuck with a couple of choices. Like you couldn't even like get a Sijie, even though it's a high end Chinese made guitar, or you can probably just have like sonic guitars from Harley Benton. The Sire guitar costs more than that. The Sire Tele. So the Sire guitars are actually worth getting because they are well made, properly priced, not too expensive. The other ones would be for me, if you want to get a good Tele, you have to spend some money on it, and I can tell you the Edwards from Japan, from the ESP family, The Edwards Telecasters are really, really good. That's one thing I can tell you. Okay. You're still in the train. Wow. I'll see you later, Milo. The other way to go is to get maybe the Harley Bentons if you want to. And the Harley Benton guitars are okay. You might just need to check and see whether you need to change certain things like the pickups or the tuners. But right now, I can tell you that it's really worth it to buy the 25th anniversary Harley Benton, the ones in gold, if you can stand the color, the gold color. The Telecaster is really, really good. So there's just one thing to look for, and it's within your budget. I think it's within $500. Next step up is probably like, you know, if you can afford a G&L Telecaster. I would prefer to get a G&L Telecaster than a Fender Telecaster right now at this moment, to tell you the truth. I think they're really well made, you know, and sound great because of the MFD pickups. Yeah. Art guitars, yeah, you can look at them. Yeah, you can look at them. So, you know, it depends on you which way you want to go. Oh, Cyrus S3 is $399. So, but he's looking for a Telecaster. No, that's great. That's a good, go for it. That's a good one from Sean. Email them if you have time. Nah, I don't want to impose. It's okay. I'm going to visit a king, you know. I heard he's not doing well, so he's not feeling well. So now, I'm actually going up to London with my son Caleb, my godson Caleb. I just wanted to go to Spitalfield. If some of you guys have been there, I just love the vibe that I get when I was in Spitalfield in London. You know, I also wanted to go and go to places that I'd never been when I was there the first time. I went to perform in a concert in O2 in London back in 2014, if I'm not mistaken. And I had about a couple of days free before we actually started doing sound check and stuff like that. But there wasn't enough time, you know. So I wanted to go to places like, you know, the London Tower. I wanted to go to Tin Pan Alley. You know, I wanted to go to Abbey Road and then cross that famous zebra crossing and take a photo and say, yeah, I did it, and head on to Abbey Road. Especially if they have tours, you know, studio tours. It'd be good to go down there. Yeah, that's what I want to do. And to drive around the English countryside, it will be such fun, you know, because the British traffic and Singapore traffic are the same. We drive on the right hand side, you know, so it'll be so fun, you know. Dennis, John, I was so glad to see a review of the HP Vintage Black, although that place will freeze over before I. Oh no, it's just take your time. Yeah, Dennis. Yes, dear brother, just take your time. Yeah. How about going to Stonehenge? Wow. And see the guys from the pedal show. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't know whether it's on the way because we're supposed to head on to somewhere else. I don't know the itinerary yet, so I'll keep you guys posted. Anyway, I'll be bringing my camera and everything. I'll probably do some vlog over there if I can, have the time. Yeah, like what I did in Italy, which wasn't a lot because I was so busy. And I wasn't feeling well when I was kind of weak when I went to Italy. I got better as the days went by, but I was basically recovering from a bout of coughing, you know, really bad coughing. Yeah, so hopefully this time I will not be so tired, you know, and appropriately dressed and shoot. I have a couple of guitars to show you guys. I have 4 guitars out there. I'm going to show you two. Yeah, I try not to divulge too much. So I'm gonna play around with it a little bit, and we'll see how it goes from there. But before I go there, if there's any question that you want to ask me? Hi, Daniel. Yes. Hi, John. Question about your reviews. Do you plan the songs and recording or is it improvised? I always love them, and everything just always sounds great. Um, no, I don't really plan the songs. So I'm gonna explain to you the procedure on how I do my videos. So if I get a guitar, and I'll plug it in, tune it up, play it through this beautiful amp, and I'll just hear the tonal quality of it, and see what this guitar is able to handle, whether it comes with a tremolo arm, whether the tremolo arm is stable enough for me to do weird stuff, pardon my French, and whether the tuning is stable. If the tuning is not stable, guitar plays like really bad, I would not review it. I would just put the guitar aside and would tell the guy that I got a guitar from, I'm sorry, I won't be doing a review because it would not be to your advantage. Yeah, and I would just tell him the truth. Like today, I had my one of my favorite students came over with a guitar that I would not name, and it's around a budget guitar. And he showed it to me, and he kind of bought like four of this over in order to sell them. So he kind of like passed it to me and said, do you want to do a review of this, or you just want to try it? So I was like, okay, so this brand, I heard about this brand, and I thought, okay, yeah, I'll try it. So I tried it right here with this amp, and guitar felt okay, but the sound wasn't good. It was shrill and brittle. So I told him, no, I won't be doing the review anyway. So thank you, but it's not going to sound good, and I probably won't be playing to the best of my ability on this guitar because of the way it sounds. Right now, there's only so much I can do. There's only so much manipulation that you can do with your amplifier and whatever you have. So I get a guitar. For example, a guitar that I want to review. I felt that it sounds great, plays well. Then I'll head over to my library of what you call it, backing tracks. So a lot of you guys have been asking me about the name and title. I have no recollection because I have a whole lot of them, and most of them I bought from Jam Track Central. So and some from Guitar Team NL, Netherlands. They're based in Netherlands. Yeah, so I know one of you guys are from Netherlands, so anyway. Hi, Strumming Roland. Voulez-vous français? No? No? Oui. And get a backing track. Listen to a backing track. Decide how long I want the backing track to last. Put it on my door, which is my digital audio workstation. And turn up the cameras, get the angle right, the colors and everything if I have the time for it. And let's just start playing. And there's nothing worked out, just spontaneous jamming along, and it just record, And sometimes I will do a couple of takes because, it might not be right because it's all improv. It's all improvisation. And then, that's how I do my videos. And right after that, I would mix it down, into a listenable mix, and that's about it. Yeah, that's basically what I do. Right? Yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes I do my own backing tracks. Not all the backing tracks are from Jam Track Central. Some backing tracks I do it myself. Like, some of the stuff that you heard earlier on, those are from me as we started this channel. Strumming Ronan, I'm so glad to see you on another live. Will you be demoing any multi-scale guitars? Multi-scale. What do you mean by multi-scale guitars? Like double neck? Ace, I just got a Valaton GP200. Tired of hauling an M to gig. Yeah. Why not? I mean, if it works for you, yeah, why not? Right? Thanks for the detailed answer. You're most welcome, Daniel. Yeah, just ask away. If anything is, I get guys who ask me, how do I go about getting my tone and all that. The thing is that whatever I play on that video is been documented on the description. So the description is really important for each video because it lists the effects I'm playing through. The only thing that's not been listed in detail is the one where I use my Line 6 Helix Native. But basically, I can tell you what's happening in there. So for Line 6 Helix Native, I'm using all the really heavy sounds, and the really rock out distortion, overdriven sound that you probably almost hear at the end of each song, and that's done on the Helix Native because I wanted it to be in stereo. So basically, I'm using a bi-amp. Bi-amp means I have one amp on each side of the mix, and the Helix allows me to do that. And that's why I love the Helix so much. And I can use different models of amp, but most of the time I'll just stick with a GCM 800 on one side, sometimes maybe a Bogner or Uber amp, and then a Sodano model on the left side, something like that. Sometimes it just varies. So in which case it depends on the song and how heavy I want it to be, and that have like tons of effects available for me, like reverb, delay, pitch shift if I want to, in order to get the Michael Landau thing going, multiple delays if I want to, and multiple reverbs if I want to, harmony, so sometimes I play harmony live together, but sometimes I'll just turn up the harmony effects on the Line 6 Helix. So the Line 6 Helix is a wonderful tool. I've been using it for years. I use a Line 6 Helix pedal when I'm doing live, which I'm going to bring up to China soon, and that's why I tour with. And at home I use the Line 6 Helix for my recording. Okay. Oh, fan fret? No, I don't have any fan frets here. But that wiggly frets were the video I did was pretty fun. When I first looked at it, I thought like, it's gonna be hard to play, but it was easy. It was easy to play. I even managed to shred some on it, so it's cool. Maybe I should get one of those crooked fret guitars. Then my mistake might show up in the. Yeah, you might. I mean, it might happen. So no harm trying. You have mixed feelings about. Oh, really? Yeah, fan fret's cool. Hi, Joel. Comment allez-vous? Nightmare to refret. Not really. All you do is you dismantle the whole deck and send it to the company, and they'll do it for you, at a charge, of course. Any more questions? Oh, so I was talking about this guy who texted me, asking me about how I get my sound and all that. So basically, what you have written on the description is the list of equipment that I use. So most of the time in this getup, I would use my Fender Deluxe, Tourmaster here, And then I have my origin effects, the Kali 76 stack, which is always on, because I have it set in like, you see, the compressor is really important for me. So the Kali 76 helps to stabilize my sound a whole lot. So depending on each guitar has different outputs, right? The pickups, they are either humbuckers, they're running hot, or they're not running hot. Sometimes I get a vintage guitar, the output is really low. So I could use the Kali 76 to kind of like adjust the input going into the amps to get that right sound. And then I have the RC booster, the exotic RC booster for a little bit of grit if I want to, just push the amp a little bit if I want to. Then I have the DC boost from Origin Effects, which also acts as an overdrive unit if I want to. And then the Halcyon Go, which is strictly overdrive unit. And then I have the Deluxe 8061 from Origin Effects, which has a different tonal quality to it in terms, like it's like using another amp. It's like using another Fender Deluxe, but a 61 Fender Deluxe within my Fender Deluxe Tone Master. So I know it gets a little mind-boggling, And after that, it goes down to the Nuex effects, like the time-based effects, like the mod core, which features a whole lot of stuff like choruses, flanger, phases, U-vibe, stuff like that, vibrato. And then to the delays, time core, which is from Nuex too. And then to the Vert core, right? Also from Nuex. And all these time-based units are really, really good. That's why I use them, or else I won't be using them at all. They sound really good and so affordable. Yeah, so, and then right at the end of the whole thing is my loop core, which is a looper. And basically I use the looper for live streams like this or when I'm teaching, so it's really useful. Which reminds me, I better reset. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and of course I have a cork black tuner, which is like really inconspicuous. If I don't turn it up, it's like really dark, you can see. Yeah, so I have that. And I'm using a really nice cable here. This I don't know where this is from. This is like really expensive. This was a gift from my brother Thomas. This is a Klotz, KLOTZ So this is a great cable. I have this for years, and never failed me. I have a couple of nice cables around. Some are custom made. I bought a couple from Thomann, which are really good cables. So cables are really important too if you're not going wireless. Yeah. What? I don't know, man. You have to break the news to them slowly. Yeah, if you see any strings broken, means their hearts are broken. Yeah, and that'd be real sad. Okay. Any more before I start showcasing the guitars that I have here in this room? New guitars. Well, not really new, but yeah, new for me. Hi, Timothy. Is it still cold? Really? How bad is it? Good for you, Dennis. I don't like the challenge. That's why I have the Helix. Yeah, I don't want to go to a place, do a gig, and find out the amps that are rented is all horrible and they haven't changed the tubes and everything. I don't want to go to a gig and knowing that the power supply is not working on my pedal board. There's a whole lot of stuff that can happen, that can go wrong in a pedal board, right? Wear and tear and stuff like that. Centigrade, Tommy, Timothy, Tommy, centigrade. Yeah, so I've been there. You know, I was at a couple of shows, big shows, you know, stadium shows, and I wasn't using the Helix. I wasn't using multi effects. I was using a JCM 800, and it was bad. I had my pedal board and everything. It was really bad because I had a rack actually. I had a rack, but the amps just failed me, so it was bad. I'm trying to think, when did I start changing to multi effects? Okay, maybe year 2001 and 2, probably that. You know. Well, I can always get a Helix LT, which is more affordable, or if you don't want to get the LT, you can get the smaller versions of the Helix Native. Yeah, you should try it out, and the other stuff that Line 6 have. Okay, come. So the first guitar, something that I'm familiar with, is a Musicman, Ernie Ball Musicman Cutlass. Right? Oh, the Emperor works. Yeah, Emperor works. Hey, Richard. Hi, Scooter. Good to see you. Yeah, you're a man of your word. You say you'll catch me in one of my live streaming. You did. Right, so this is a Ernie Ball Cutlass. I think I played one of these before. Sure hope it's not the same one. Yeah. So I'm just gonna plug it in and just tune it up and see what happens. I'm just waiting for Bear to come over, Carlos. That'd be a good reunion. Scooter, let me introduce you to another big brother of mine, Dennis. So he's called Old and Crack Dated. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, just thought I'd introduce you to him because he's a fine fella. Dennis, say hi to Scooter. Oh heck! In that case, hi everyone. This is Scooter. All right. So since we're at this guitar, right? I'm gonna explain something for those of you guys who are a little bit confused about, how do I use a guitar with a tremolo system, and one of the main complaints is my guitar never stay in tune at all when I have a tremolo system. And I can tell you that this problem exists everywhere. It depends on the nut that you have, right? So the Ernie Ball Musicman has their own proprietary nut, which is like, I don't know what material. It looks like plastic, but it's not. Definitely, it's not plastic. But there's something going on here, right? So I have the same nut on my Ernie Ball Musicman Luke too. So it's okay, But sometimes it gets a little bit quirky at times. But let's just say that it's a normal bone nut or a test nut or whatever. You notice that there's no string tree on this guitar, so great, and the way the music man Ernie Ball Musicman's headstock is, it's really really easy for the strings to fall right down through the nut and everything, so there's no angle that's been caught up in anywhere. So yeah, but because these strings are made of metal and they are subjective to temperature changes and stuff like that, or sometimes when you are playing your guitar, like for example, if you leave your guitar for a long time and if you're in a cold room and when you pick it up, everything is like sharp, and you're like toning it down. And then when you start playing, right, your hands are on a fretboard and there's heat generated by the strumming and everything, then you find that your guitars are going flat, like at an alarming rate. I think I spoke about this or maybe I spoke about this to one of my students, like many years ago when I was not really many years, like sometimes in a cold arena. I was playing some shows in Changchun in China where it drops to like -10, sometimes to -15. We will normally not put the guitar on stage. I'll probably like bring the guitar to the dressing room because at least the dressing room is heated and everything. There are times when I'll play in places like the States, for example, where Atlantic City, where it's nice. So I just leave it on stage because the temperature, everything is fine. But still, there is some air conditioning going on. So I found out many years ago that when I went on stage, my guitar was like sharp, so I had to like retune it, and then right in like after the 10th bar, or maybe after the first chorus, hey, my guitar's tuning is just off the charts. It's like flat, and I had to like find spaces in between to tune my guitar the right way, and it's a pain because if you have a tremolo system, it's gonna be a pain because you're gonna like can't adjust everything. So I learned my lesson. So what I do this time is that I will see how the environment is at. If it's cold on stage, I will bring it to my dressing room right after sound check. And in the dressing room, I would play my guitar, just do simple stuff like this, and then just to get heat generated on the strings, and then I'll tune my guitar. I'll bring my tuner in, tune my guitar. Okay, so when I go on stage, it's fine. So it will probably last me for a couple of songs. The other thing about the tremolo system is when you're tuning. Like for example, just now when I was just tuning, I could like tune my B string. It was on a dot, right now, right, and then you probably can't see from there, right? So it's on a dot. But then when when I depress my bar and I go up again, it will go sharp, right? So I have to like bring it down again, and then right now it's flat. I don't know why, but it's like okay. So now so this is how I do my final tuning. So for every string, I would just tune every single string. Like if it's an E, I'll tune E, and then I will wang my bar. I will depress my bar and wang it up again. And then if it stays consistent, that's cool. That the tuning or that string is done. So this guitar is pretty well set up. Everything is like stable. Sometimes you'll face problems when you're playing a B string, and then when you're depressing your bar and then you let it wing up, it will go really sharp, and then you're gonna go down again. So that's the way to do it. And after that, yeah. So there are a lot of schools of thoughts. One thing that some experts would have you believe is that when you're tuning, it's always good to tune flat to in tune. You know what I mean? Not sharp to in tune, flat to in tune. But I didn't care too much for the theory because, like I say, if I'm using a tremolo-equipped guitar, it just negates everything. So this is the way that, from experience, yeah, it's dead on. From experience, this is the way it works. So just in case you guys are, something good. I get that joke. I'm not Canadian. I just, yeah. Okay. Where are we? All right. Let's see how it sounds. Let me bring the the microphone. Like right now, I can tell that my output for this guitar, the output for this guitar is really low. So I would use the Cutlass 76 to kind of like bring up the input on the compressor itself. So once I hear that it's like kind of stable, I don't want it to be too compressed because then it gets another effect altogether. You know, I could make it sound like this. This is really compressed. Right? So I don't want it to sound like this. I want it to sound like a little bit more organic. Right. So this is just nice. So the good thing about this Cutlass 76 is that it's really responsive. If I were to whack, you know, and to hit really hard on my guitar, it responds accordingly. So if I'm playing like real soft passage, responds accordingly. Yeah, nice. So I'm going to run through the rest of the pickups. So this comes in with 3 single coils. I don't know what pickups that is. I'll take a look at the specs later on. I like this. Middle pickup. Position 2. Last pickup. Oh, let's see this. Let's put some grit on it. Where are we? Nice. I like the harmonic quality of this guitar, the pickups. Certain places that I play have a harmonic response to it that I think sounds really attractive to me. So I don't know about this single coil pickups. I gotta find out more about this. Just give me a second. I think this is from Clement, Guitar 77. So let me check what guitar what sort of pickups are these guys. Give me a second, guys. Let me just check through. I have my WhatsApp incorporated into my browser, so in case you guys don't know, you can actually do that on your WhatsApp. For those of guys who are using WhatsApp, I know a lot of you guys are using Telegram, which I don't. Let me see now. Oh no, I don't have anything. Okay, so it's a normal Cutlass, I guess. So you just probably do a search. Ernie Ball Cutlass. Right, so Cutlass collection. Oh wow. Why would it have a Cutlass collection? Wow, nice. But this is like a bit. Oh yeah, it's the same. All right. So this is the Cutlass HT, if I'm not mistaken. All right. And what pickups are these? Wow, this is going for almost 3,000 US. All right. Oh wow. So the neck and middle pickups are wound with heavily formed wire for a more traditional sound, complementing the bridge pickup in all 5 switch positions. Wow, okay. So these are all custom made by Ernie Ball, Musicman. These pickups. Interesting. I always love Ernie Ball Musicman guitars. They are just so easy to play. HT. So these are HTs. Ultra high output, powerful low end response, clean, clear tone at lower volumes. Yeah, that's right. The set of 3 HT heat treated pickups use patent pending pole pieces in a large neodymium magnets, which provides remarkable definition and clarity. Yeah, seems to be. Oh, there's a push pull. Really? No. So I guess this is not the HT. I guess this is like the earlier model. So it's supposed to be a push boost circuit. No. No. So what model is this? This is like HT. Yeah, I don't have the actual specs for this, so this is a bit different. Anyway, nice sounding guitar. Okay. Sorry, I missed out a whole lot of stuff while I was playing. A tasty just got guitar for firewood. Just to maintain temperature in the studio, adds 100 to power bill. Wow. Dude's got guitars for firewood. Ace, do you watch Strumming Dog? That's my favorite tone. Sounds good. Okay. Alright. The Fender tone is wide amps. Yeah, exactly. Oh my. Hi from Holland. Hi Arnold from Holland. Arnold Jansen, huh? Or do you pronounce your name as Jansen? Les Hobo. Hi Les. Those nuts sounds nice. Trying some pedals today. No, we're not trying guitars. What's that drive pedal? Which one? The last one or the combo? Yeah. You're trying me out. Outstanding. I think I'll do some Boss Street Cube stuff in 10 for a little challenge. Yeah, go do that. The bridge plate cover on that guitar looks comfortable. It is, Jim, really. The Gazebo 10 has some good sound. I bet. Yeah. Hi, Gerardo. Yeah, Gerardo. Hi. I will never say no to a Musicman. I know, Milo. 3,000 USD. Yeah, budget guitar. Wonder how many pickups they throw in a cheap bin before they hit the ref. Yeah, I don't know. Hi, John. Okay, Judo Jado. Hi, John. Good morning from Chicago. I know you did a couple of Harley Benton guitars. Are you going to review the new ones coming out in May? Hopefully, they will send me one. I hope. Yeah, May is a long way ahead. Yeah, and like I was telling some of you guys, I'll be pretty busy. I'm starting on a tour soon, and then I'm going for a short holiday of sorts to England, to London, and then I'm back, and then I have a show on April. So April is pretty cool for me. Hopefully they'll send me the guitars during May, because in May I'll be doing 2 shows in May. So I'll be going to China and going to Malaysia for another show. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited at what guitars they're gonna throw at me. There is a guitar from England, PJD, if I'm not mistaken. It's a British brand. I've written to them and they are interested in sending me guitars, but I've yet to hear from them. So maybe this trip up to England, maybe I'll pay them a visit. Yeah, and just get the guitars from them. Yeah, that will work. Scooter, how are acoustic Harley Bentons? They're actually very, very good and affordable. I own a couple of these. Actually, I bought them before they started giving guitars to me. Before they started sending me guitars. So I actually bought 3 of them, if I'm not mistaken. And I think the one that I recommended is I don't know the model, but I'll let you know. If you're interested, I'll let you know, Richard. Huh? Les Hubble, still waiting on my PRS Swamp Ash special. Ooh. Ah, that sounds interesting. Les, is it expensive? It's a really nice guitar, you know. Probably with a different color, you know, there would be something else. There's another guitar that I cheap, another Ernie Ball Musicman that I played recently, a couple of months ago, and that I believe is a gray color. I don't remember whether it's a Cutlass or something else. That's right, Strumming Ronan. Yeah. Oh, I love the cold. I never had problem with the cold. I have problem when it's humid, like here in Singapore. Ay. So I got another guitar here, which is kind of weird. I never heard this brand before, right? So it's like almost like a teddy shape. It's let me just read it properly. Chopper TL from Redding, California. So yeah, it's like a Telecaster with the unconventional Telecaster shape. So this is the brand. Can you see it? Is it? Yeah. So this is it. You know. I think this is pretty expensive, if I'm not mistaken. I wonder whether Clement told me the price yet. How much is this going for? Of course, this is used, pre-loved. Oh, so this is a Jason Schroeder guitar. Wow. No price. What? No price? Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. So he actually, wow, he has a couple. So I'm gonna put this link, if I can, over to you on the chat. Yeah, you go check them out. Okay, the link is there. So interesting. They have a lot of nice guitars there. Mostly Teddy kind of configuration. So see how it sounds like. I'm excited because it looks really nice. You know, easy to play. It looks like it's really easy to play. Mm. Right. See how it sounds like. Oh, it's a thick neck. Yeah, this is like a normal C, but really chunky right here. nice. Nice. I'm impressed. It has a string tree though. Yeah, a black string tree, black tusk string tree. But other than that, guitar stays really well in tune. Compensated brass saddles. Nice tally sound. I'm very surprised. And I thought the neck was a bit chunky, but it was really comfortable, really easy, and it's like Clusen style, old Clusen style drop-in tuners. Nice. Interesting guitar. Color though, right? It's a nicer color, I might be thinking about getting this, but it's a great guitar. Anyway, enough playing before my neighbors call the cops on me. Okay, so where are we? Okay, Scooter, I was saying the link. I've heard. Okay, so where are we? If you take another trip to Italy, you should visit the 3 towns on the coast that can only be reached by train or walking. Okay. Hi, David K. No apologies. Better late than never. Are sounding good too. Yeah, the tips on my left hand are sold out. Yeah, mine too. Like I was just talking to the guys earlier on before you came. Yeah, look at my poor fingertips. You see those? It's not in focus. Where is it? Is it in focus now? Oh my good lord, the focusing. You can see that? Yeah, it's bad. Deluxe reverb. Yeah. Got my, what is it? Got the HP copy of the Martin D45 and the CE15 solid wood, and yeah, right. Yeah, those are really nice. Yeah. David K got myself the blonde twin reverb Tone Master 2 weeks ago. Wow, incredible! So light, it's amazing. Ta-da! Was that the one? Same one, right? Cool. Yeah. Gerardo, nice. I'm now jealous, David, but I got one on my list, so I have to be content with the Champ until then. I have the Champ 100. It was a great amp. I haven't intended to spend that much on the Tone Master or even get one, but as soon as I tried out, it did it. Exactly. Yeah. It's just a great amp. Yeah. You love romantic sound. Jesus is coming soon. Amen to that, Pavel. Okay. Guess I have to be happy with my Hue and Catnip. Oh, okay. Yeah, show off. Paul Quinn, relaxing on Sunday evening, watching a master of work. Oh, thank you, Paul. We'll go your bill. Oh, I just noticed it's the same as yours. Yeah. Before my neighbors called the cops on me at the joys of their apartment living. Yeah, it's like 2 a.m. in the morning. They will call. They will call. No, they won't. They're nice people. My neighbors are pretty cool. Yeah. So this is after, like I mentioned earlier, this was after the review that I did yesterday on the Harley Benton. And then I had a whole day of teaching today, so I was showing my students, and so I never got time to kind of recover. Most of the time these days I try to have a day in between so that I can kind of recover. There's no pain on my joints or anything like that. It's just that I just want that there was one time when I was doing almost a video every day, and it wasn't what I wanted, because I found that the musical quality of those videos were lacking in many ways, and I started repeating myself a whole lot. And in case you want to buy me a coffee, feel free to do it. I haven't kind of pushed this for a long time. How do I push this? Hold on. No, I can't do this. No. Oh, there is a super chat sticker. Whatever. Anyway, if you feel inclined to. Where was that? What was I talking about? So I was doing almost a video every day, and then I started. I went up to. right before I went to Italy, I was thinking that I should slow things down a little bit because it's like, you know, the videos were overlapping themselves. Like, you know, I, it's like before anyone could have a chance to view that video, I came out with another video, and you know that the previous video would lose some views, and it would just snowball. I thought it would be strategically wise to kind of pace the videos a little bit more, and that's why I decided to do like one video every 2 days. You know, if I can. Sometimes one video every 3 days. Sometimes it depends. You know, so I try not to put out so much content as before. You know, I thought it would be better for me musically. You know, I give it more room for me to recuperate, get my ideas going, you know, and enjoy myself again playing the guitar. Now, it never got to the point where I was burned out. It never got. I just enjoy playing guitar. It's just sometimes, like, you know, I just find that I could have played better. So a lot of you guys have complimented that, you know, my playing has improved. Thank you so much. I don't think it's just about me improving. I think it's about me being able to recollect and to kind of, like, you know, reassess what I'm gonna do on this particular video, and have more time to do something that fits that brand of guitar. For example, that make of guitar. And I think, yeah, I think so far it works out well. And now that I'm doing tours again, I'm going on tour again, you know, it would even be longer, slightly longer, so it's good, you know. So I'm sure you guys will miss me. I hope not too much, but like I say, I try to, like, you know, come up with live streams and maybe vlogs when I'm away. Right. I'm saving money to buy a large private compound to play as loud as you want until 2026. Really? You build me a house there, I'll move over. I know. Thank you, Richard. Send my love to the missus, Scooter. I'm just waiting for Carlos to show up, you know, Bear. Tremor Bear. I wonder why it's not here yet. Anyway, let's see what slide can do with this guitar. What can do for slide? Should be okay. I don't know. In Singapore? Too expensive, dude. It's just so expensive. The land here is so expensive. Hi, Sean. Where you from, Mr. Vicker? Vicker? Actually, it's a bit low. Oregon, wow. I haven't been to Oregon. Is it nice there? Oh, thank you, Sean. Do you have like a lot of mountains and mountain tops, a little bit like Denver, or just plain land? Oregon. Oh, thank you, Richard. Oh, really? So there are mountain tops. Colorado. And Mount Bachelor. Wow. Hi, David. Okay, I'm gonna put the link up again. Okay, so I pinned the message. You should see it there, right on top. In any case, I'm gonna repeat that again just to. Yeah, it's a chopper. Yeah, something from Schroeder guitars. Yeah, nice. I like this guitar. It plays like a telly, like a really well-made telly. Okay, so the neck is pretty thick. If you're gonna do a lot of stuff like that, it's gonna get tiring. So I can feel the strain over here, but it's not that bad. Yeah, it just takes a bit of getting used to it. I'm so used to having like slim C necks and all that, So yeah, there's one telly that I played a couple of videos ago, which has the thickest neck ever. And that was fun. Nice tone. It's a nice, real good telly. I believe it's a custom shop telly. Heavily relic. This is I don't know, man. Looks like rosewood. Yeah. Doesn't look like ebony. It looks like a really nice piece of rosewood fretboard. This, I believe, is swamp ash, if I'm not mistaken. You see the grain underneath. And roasted, I don't know what is this. Roasted maple? Maybe something else, I don't know. Doesn't look like maple. I like the curve over here. This is like really, really well done. Yeah. Ashley. Hey John, hope you're well. Gretsch just released a new limited pristine series. Wondering if any thoughts on. I played on a couple of Gretsch before. They're nice for what they can do. Expensive, yeah, but not my cup of tea. And I, I, well, my former boss, Alex, he was so kind to actually pass me a Gretsch. I think, I forgot what model is that. Anyway, he has this Bixby, and I thought Bixby were better made than this because when I took it out of the case, and try on the tremolo, right, the Bixby tremolo, the bar gave way, just broke. So I took a closer look at it. It was die cast metal, So I thought that's not, that's, you paid so much money for it, and it comes with a die cast bar, So yeah, that was really really disappointing. Nice voice bass response. Yeah, I mean, if that guitar serves you well, the thing about buying guitars, right? So, something to share with you guys. I think, right, for me, I would rather like save my money and get me a guitar that I know I'll be playing a whole lot instead of buying a guitar that looks pretty, and like I know I've been there. Like I made a video called "When I Fell in Love with Guitar." When you fall in love with guitar, some of you might have seen that video, where I speak about where I spoke about how sometimes you would go to a guitar shop, and then you chance upon this guitar and you couldn't take your eyes off. It's like a fling with a beautiful woman, and what attracts your eye, but there's no substance to it. You're not gonna have a long-term relationship with that woman because it's just eye candy. Now I'm not down. I'm not trying to be to be a MCP and downplay the role of a woman. I'm just saying that just we're probably guys here, so you know what I'm talking about. And guitars are about the same, so hence the shape of the guitar. Right, so you go to a shop, you look at a guitar, you think, oh, this looks good, you play it, it's nice, and if you don't take the time to think about, am I going to play the guitar all the time, or is this going to be a one-time fling? And buy the guitar, bring it back, play it for a couple of weeks, maybe 2 years, and sell it away. And every time you sell a guitar, unless you have like a vintage guitar that you've been hanging around for, that you have it hanging around for like a couple of decades, it will probably cost a whole lot now, and you probably make a profit. But most of the guitars would depreciate, and you're not gonna get back the same amount that you paid for. So my advice is to take your time, get a guitar that that's going to serve you for a long time. Like for some of you guys, like I mentioned in the Harley Benton guitar, the DC guitar video, that Harley Benton did a great service. And a lot of guitar companies are not happy with them, but for me, I don't care. They have made so much money from guitar players all this time. So Harley Benton gave us an option to try out guitars that that of different kinds, like Tele, Stratocasters, SG models, the Les Paul, the semi-solid, even the PRS clone, and whatnot. The Sirs, the Pete Thorne model, the clone of Pete. I know he's not happy with it, but but he gave us Harley Benton gave us the opportunity to try out a guitar like that, but not exactly like a Sir, right? Not exactly like a PRS, not exactly like a Fender, not exactly like a Tele, but close to it. So I think it serves a purpose in satisfying those guys who are attracted to the shape and form and color of a guitar, and not the substance. So for these guys, it's easy. Like I don't spend a lot of money. Like if I want to buy an SG and I'll buy the DC custom, it doesn't cost me a lot, and I play with it. And does it grow on me? Would I have a sort of a relationship with it? And the pickups are pretty good for all these guitars, so it's not that bad. I play on a couple of guitars, not Harley Benton's though. I play on a couple of guitars that the pickups are really not happening at all. They're really bad, shrill sounding, sharp, no character at all. So you are better off trying all these guitars first, and then decide on, okay, I would want a Strat. For example, like if you're a newbie, I will want a Strat. I will want a Stratocaster because I like the shape, I like the versatility of it. Now, if I'm serious about getting a Strat, I will save my money for a good Strat. So what is a good Strat? A couple to choose from. You can buy a Sir, which will set you back a lot. You're going to spend a long time saving. Or a James Tyler, if you want to go down that road. Or get a really high-end Fender Stratocaster if you want to. A Japanese-made Stratocaster. Or even an Ernie Ball, like the Cutlass, right? So these are guitars that that was going to serve you for a long time because of the quality of these guitars. Now, something to observe the Harley Benton guitars and the other guitars that are expensive, like the Sir guitars, for example. Once you start playing on a Sir guitar, and like for example this guitar, like the finer points of it, like the rounded edge here, and the way it plays, it's comfortable. I don't feel like my hands is slipping off the frets or anything like that. And the tone of this guitar is really nice. The pickups are really nice. So it's a combination of all this, and you have to kind of like go down to a shop that sells Sir guitars or whatever guitars that you're interested in, the guitars that you want to save money on. Go down to the shop and try it out. And if you come to a conclusion that, heck, I'm not going to spend that money, I rather spend that money on a bicycle or on my next car or whatever, a down payment or something else, then fine, get over it, and just play guitar, any guitar that you can afford. But if you're serious about getting a guitar that will last a lifetime, then something that I would advise you to do is like don't spend your money on guitars that you are just trying to experiment, because it's just a waste of money, because the buying and selling thing is like so inconvenient, and like I said, it depreciates everything. So get a guitar that you're going to hold on for at least a decade. Yeah, that's the final plan. Every guitar that I own, uh, I I would think that I want it to last me a decade. Unfortunately, not all these guitars fall into a category. I actually sold off my McCarthy 594, the PRS. I sold it off to a student of mine because I don't use it. It's pretty, sounds great, but I don't use it a lot. So, yeah, I sold off the other PRS. I forgot the model. Yeah, because I don't use them. So I only have the CST, the custom 2022, which I like, which I know I'm going to use sooner or later. And my situation is very different from you guys, So right now, like the guitars that I have that were sent to me, like were made for me, my signature guitars. I love them, so I will never think of selling them because they are my signature guitars. I wouldn't be like selling them. But the guitars that I bought, like for example, my James Tyler, I love it, and the Studio Elite HD, and I am foreseeing that I will use the guitar for a long, long time, and that's something that you should look forward to. It's an adventure, it's a journey, it's a great adventure to look for a guitar that would be a companion. It's like looking for a wife, right? In this case, you're gonna have a couple of wives, but you know what I mean. A long-term relationship. You want to buy a guitar that would deliver a long-term relationship with you, and not a fling. There are guitars that comes and goes. I know some of you have Harley Bentons with you for the longest time. Great, don't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Maybe if you need a facelift, just do some stuff. Like I do a whole lot of mods with a lot of my guitars. But I have to come to a time where I have to cull a lot of these guitars away. Like I'll probably sell them. I actually gave one of my G&L Comanche, a Fullerton Deluxe Comanche, to a close friend of mine. I gave it to him because I wasn't using it. And he was just starting to play guitar. I thought he deserves because he's a really close friend of mine. I thought that would be a good gift for him, so I gave it to him. Yeah, something to think about, right? Milo, your HPST needs a fret leveling. Oh, you got it done? Cool. I think the OBXB are forged but with most things, just go cheap and run. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm too old to buy the guitar for 50 years. I need variety to spice up my life. 11 degrees. Oh, that's not too bad. Cool. That's not too bad. My heirs can fight over my collection. Just wish I could witness the merely. Ashley, good advice. I don't mind guitar depreciation as I plan to keep things. I get a point though. Still got my first Squire Strat 20 years later, modded with EMGs. Nice. I was never part of it. Cool. Scooter, boy, did I go through that and spend a whole lot of money experimenting until I finally got some good guitars. There you go. Yeah, no more spending. I like that I can grab whatever my hands feel like playing that day, since I'm not looking for a wife. John, isn't a James Tyler, what? What is that? What are you trying? Because part of the message got hidden by a heart sign. You own heavies over like 3.8 kg. No, it's not. It's about 3.6, 3.5, I guess. Hi, Orion. Jim M. Oh man, I could never part with my Comanche. He must be a really good friend. Oh, he's one of my closest friends. Yeah. So the Comanche is great, but I don't know. Somehow I didn't click with it, and I paid quite a sum for it, but it just didn't click. So it happens, Like the James Tyler clicked with me just like that. My Paoletti clicked with me just like that. I was actually very apprehensive about my Paoletti because, I didn't know how it would turn out. But when I brought it to the States for 2 shows in Atlantic City, no, not Atlantic City, in California, I fell in love with it because it really is a great guitar to play. I've played a lot of Paolettis before this guitar arrived, so I kind of knew what I was expecting. But to have your own configurations, wow, it's something else. So I'm pretty happy and satisfied with my Paoletti. The shu guitar is another thing. You know, I really love it because it's a totally different guitar with a different skill length and the ease of play, and it's well constructed. I like the sound of the pickups. So yeah, so you know, get a guitar that I know you're not me and I'm not you. We all have our individual restrictions, right? Our individual taste and preference. So get a guitar that you know that you're going to, like what I said earlier, like look at a 10-year plan. Like you're going to buy a guitar that will last you for 10 years, for a decade, and that'll be the guitar for you. And then you know that you're not going to go back on your word. There was one time when back in the, well, I guess mid-90s, when I was earning quite a lot, and I wanted to buy a real good guitar. So I went down to the shop and I found a Brian Moore guitar. You guys remember that Brian Moore guitar? Right, now these days the Brian Moore guitars are probably made somewhere else. But back then it was all made in the States. And it was the slickest guitar you can ever find. Thin neck, you know, thin body, really killer looking. You got some appointments that are like unheard of. Hidden jacks, you know, outputs. Really nice guitar, you know, and easy to play because it's like so fast. You know, the neck is so fast. I brought it on a tour in Japan. A couple of shows. I did a couple of shows in Japan, and then come back and then started using it for studio work, and it didn't work. Live it was okay. In the studio it just doesn't work because it was just sounds too tiny, and there's no character in these pickups, like in the clean sound. So for me as a studio player, I am looking for a guitar that serves two purposes, right? One is the overdriven parts, the solos and stuff like that. The other is the clean sound, which is so important because as a studio sessionist, you got to play all the clean sounds. You have to play all the rhythm parts. You have to play all those parts that complement the other instruments. So you need to have a platform where you can translate it really well with other effects like choruses, delays, reverb, and whatnot. So I have to have a guitar that can serve two functions, to serve two of these functions. So that if I bring a guitar to a studio, like this will do actually. I could bring it and do all the rhythm parts. At the same time, I can do all the solos and whatever I need to do, all the heavy stuff. And that's the guitar that I am always on the lookout for. So in that aspect, the James Tyler will fall into the right category. The Shu, same thing. It falls into the right category, as well as the Paoletti. Now the Paoletti has a different sound altogether. So for me, if you guys were where I am, and if you guys are familiar with the music that I do, or in Singapore as well as in China, the Mandarin pop songs, as opposed to the English, or rather the American pop or the British pop, very different genres. So I just feel that the Paoletti is more suited for the British and the American pop style, you know. So if I was in a band, say any American band, the Paoletti would just fit in like a glove because of the sound that it has. But I find that it's a bit of a challenge, just a bit of a challenge in the Chinese pop scene or the Chinese pop genre, because the Chinese pop genre would not want a guitar that is too conspicuous. So the Paoletti has a very distinct sound, and sometimes it's a bit too how should we say, too in your face, you know. So in that aspect, the James Tyler works really well because it sounds more like a Strat, you know, enhanced Strat. The Shu guitar sounds really well because it can vary between a Strat sound to a sort of a less polished kind of thing. So it's very inconspicuous, and if I need to come out and jump out, I can do that for both these guitars. The Paoletti, I can do the same thing, but it's just that it has a different tone by itself, a unique tone. And that doesn't mean that I will stop using the Pauletti, because I love how it plays. I love the way it sounds. And in all these different sound projection, there's always a chance, or rather a choice for me to manipulate the sound. That's how I see fit, with EQ, with compressors, with whatever. So you can still get by with it. But the Pauletti will do very well in the studio. Yeah, because you can take time to kind of shape your sound. But for live, yeah, it's okay. I'm not saying it doesn't work. After all, I played like 3 shows with this. I'm really happy with it. Okay, wow, that's a whole lot of stuff. Questions? Scott Cahopo. Do you ever play any Agnita amps? Oh, no. That's one amp that I would really love to get my hands on. What price are we talking on the Schroeder do you have? I don't know. Check out the website. I don't have the details yet. Yeah. Wonderful sound. Thank you. That Dennis, that West Creek Racer turns out to be such a fun guitar. The only just was a half turned up. Oh, that's nice. Jim M. I was on an acoustic guitar quest until I found my wow. Alvarez, yeah, DY90. Nice. That's cool. It's 3.5 kg only. Yeah. Scott, I wish I had my ESP traditional. Oh, yeah, that's a nice strat. Then I guess playing everyone else stuff so much is what piques my interest in variety of instruments. Yeah, I'm sure. Scooter, so you started playing again. How does it feel? Was it hard? Are you still around? Third Eye, Harley Benton guitar studio friendly in a yeah, depending on the model. Right, so I have some experiences with the Harley Benton. I recorded a couple of stuff on the Harley Benton. Remember the black paisley? Yeah, those pickups doesn't work at all. I had to like change those pickups to Seymour Duncan's, and after I've changed them, it sound pretty decent. And yeah, fine. I recorded a couple of sessions with that. The other Fusion Pro model that they have, yeah, they're pretty good. There's one Fusion Pro model which I was disappointed with because, like I said, in the studio you can manipulate a whole lot of stuff. That's one particular Fusion Pro model which I brought up for a show, and it didn't cut it because it was too. There's no body to it. There's no weight to it. Yeah. But there's another one. Remember the one that I had with the silver, the sparkly silver? That was really good. That guitar is one of the nicest guitar that I ever played from Harley Benton because it has the weight. It's a great live guitar, and yeah, cool. Sorry, where were you? Got right back to it. Oh, okay. Any pain in your hands or anything like that? No, not all Harley Benton guitars are good for studio. The Fusion Pros are basically quite good. I believe the some of the SC models are really good too. They had those semi-solid ones that I reviewed a couple of videos back. Those are pretty okay. Yeah, those are pretty okay. Of course, you cannot compare that to say the Yamaha SA. Different quality, different sound, different pickups. Any bass guitar? What? Any bass guitar you may be fond of? Oh, I only have one bass guitar at home, and I love recording on it. I think I show it here a couple of times. It's a custom guitar called Moses. It's got a graphite neck, EMG pickups. I love them. I love that bass so much. Oh, some pain? But is it getting better as you started playing more and more, Scooter? Are you taking any supplements for your joints? Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a matter because it's been a long time since you played, all right? So if you're taking supplements for it, that's good. What happened? Yeah, can't help but to bring this up. Yes, no. Oh, no supplements. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Oh, bye, Richard. Bye, Scooter. What is that? How do I tune? Data on center. Yeah, data on center. I think I explained it just now before you came. Is that with a tremolo system, you have to, get tuned in a different way. So most of the time when I do, I would just tune, right, and then I would depress the bar and then wang it up back again. And if it stays in tune, then it's fine. Sometimes it will go sharp, so you gotta bring it down a bit and then tune again, depress, bring it up. So you can do it for all the strings until it's all stable, and then yeah, your guitar is in tune. That's for a tremolo equipped guitar. Now that is also dependent on the fact that your nut is cut properly. That there's no string tree that hinders anything. See, this guitar has no string tree at all, so yeah, something to think about. With any guitar out of the same batch, one will stand out above the rest. Yeah. Fretboard is nice. I like the tune button string or anything, then ear tune from there unless it's a noisy place. Yeah, the ear tuning is fine. Sometimes it's not really accurate from experience. So unless I have a piano or anything that if I'm playing in a band and don't have a tuner, I will probably tune it with a piano because they're most consistent, of all the instruments. Sure thing, Orion. Something that I've unconsciously been doing a lot of time all these years, and something that I consciously tried not to do. But I find that when I'm playing slide, I don't really have to depend on the vibrato of the slide, like most slide player would do. If I could use my tremolo arm if I want to. And that gives me a lot of freedom to do other stuff, like so interesting. But if I am faced with a guitar that doesn't have a tremolo system, then you just play the slide the traditional way. Yeah, which is fine. Have you fixed the grounding noise issue while changing the switcher? Yeah. So you don't hear any sound, you don't hear any noise coming out. Yeah. So if I have it on my overdrive, you can hear the hiss of the overdrive section, but no grounding. No grounding noise pops and hisses. Okay, enough playing for tonight. So, questions? Anything you want to ask me before I call it a night? My fingers are killing me, actually. I need to dip it into ice water. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guitar. This is the DC, right? This will do nicely in the slide, actually. Yeah, so I was talking about this. I was thinking of keeping this guitar. It's got a great vibe to this, you know, really nice. What, to write a #1 song? I wish. Yeah, it's been a long time since I wrote a song. I actually wrote a song a couple of days ago, but yeah, I didn't get to finish it. Do you still 新东镇? Do I still use the? No, I sold that a long time ago. Yeah, but they actually has some or updates to it. And Nuix was telling me that they actually have some new models, some new amp models. Yeah, but I was telling Monk that I don't have the unit anymore, so you know. Hi, Bill. Been a while, and hope you're doing fantastic. Yes, I am. Thank you so much. Are you planning to write? Okay, fund my retirement. Will slight work on what? On will slight work on bass from no. Okay, so there is a time when Billy Sheehan had a bass with a tremolo arm, and my former bassist Peter, my late former bassist, and he passed on a couple of years back. He was such a fan of Billy Sheehan. He got one from Carvin, if I'm not mistaken. Was it from Carvin or for one of those BC Rich? I don't know, a bass with a tremolo arm. That was so cool. Yeah, so when we perform in the clubs, we used to like wang together in unison. So that was pretty funny. Yeah. Do you consider switching pickups on the SG with maybe a? That's interesting. But I don't think so. I like the pickups. The LAF pickups. They're fine. They're nice. I think it complements this DC custom. Well, unless I wanted something with a much higher gain, then I'll probably the burst bucket would do fine too. Or if I want to spurge, then I'll probably get a super, the James Tyler super, or a Stu Baker, for the neck, and a super for the bridge if I want to, but I don't see the point. I think you get an SG or a SG model because you want that sound. So I don't know. I know the original comes in with a 49Rs, I'm mistaken, the 49ERs, 490. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm still thinking whether should I keep this guitar, because I need space. It gets a little cluttered up at times. So harmony wanging, well, in a way, yeah. But it looks nice. Some will complain about the mismatch, but I find it's really attractive. It's unique. It's unique in its way, and I think this is a polyurethane finish, really nicely done. And I kind of like the fretboard for this. This is Jabota, right? Nice grain, very rosewood like. And the fretwork for this guitar is really, really good. I must say that this fretwork is one of the best that I've encountered so far from Harley Benton. Miles Kennedy? No, not yet. Sorry, Bill. About the only residuals I have from something that would be dust. Well, I'm pretty sure you can come up with some stuff right off the bat if you want to. I could, if I really put my mind to it. So I have 29 guys here. Anyone who has not subscribed to this channel, feel free to do it. If you have subscribed to this channel, thank you so much for your support. Right. Again, if you want to buy me a cup of coffee for tonight's stream, just do the super chat thing. I forgot how it works, but yeah, it should be easy. Right. Any more questions before I packed up all my guitars? In fact, I should turn off my guitars right now. Let me hide the wires. Yeah. So right now I have like 4 guitars in this room, right? And it gets a little bit claustrophobic after a while. Yeah, I can. I still got time. I need to pack up anyway. So any questions, just feel free to ask them as I pack up. So the DC goes up here. Now the Schroeder guitar is a very nice case, a very solid case. But would I check? Would I dare? No, I wouldn't dare. Yeah, I wouldn't dare to check this in the airport. I'm bringing this guitar on tour come 17, and then I'll tell you how it is. You know what's the experience like. Okay, always dread this part because I need to hang this up in the right way. Okay, got it. Same. Yep. And that's about it. So these guitars go to the living room. Turn off my amp. Right. Favorite picks. Right now, my favorite picks are from Harley Benton. Okay, I know you guys probably would not believe it, but it's the truth. So I'm using this picks right now. So this is my favorite pick right now. This is a Harley Benton 1.20 mm. Right. The reason why I use all these triangular picks, you know, I know guys like, you know, they like to use those teardrop picks and some really minute picks, you know, but for me, I do a lot of rhythm work when I'm doing live, and these small little picks will fly off my hands all the time, and I'm so tired of looking for picks, especially the black ones, in the darkness. So I ever since I started playing live back in 83, I was on a search for picks. You know, picks are really important to me. So I used to use the Fender ones. Same thing, the triangle ones. But those are like really big and flappy. Then I kind of like experiment through different different thickness. I didn't start on a real thick pick like this 1.2 until much later on. And before that, I was like using like maybe 0.9 or something like that, you know. So this is 1.2, so 0.8, 0.9. Those are like medium, you know. And I used to lose these picks because they're too flabby. So even though they are like this triangle size, because when you're doing strumming, especially the funk stuff, it just goes flying everywhere. And then I think back in year 2000 or maybe around that, I started using heavier picks, and finally decided to use this. I could use it a little bit harder. I mean 1.5. This is 1.2. So yeah, I think 1.3, 1.5 would 1.3 should be good. But that's the thickest that they have here for this sort of a pick. And the reason why I have this triangular shaped pick is because I could use any part. You know, it doesn't matter where I am. I could just have the point where I want it to be. So, and it sits really nicely on my hands. Right? You see that? It just sits really nicely on my hands. So, and I can hide it because it's small enough to hide it. So I can use my fingers, and then out comes this. You know, yeah. Cheap. It's really affordable. So I used to buy in packet, you know, and I think they upped the price a little bit now. So I bought like a couple of packets, and I have almost an infinite supply of picks right here. I bought a whole lot of download picks because I was also losing a whole lot of download picks, and the download picks that I use for my acoustic guitars are different. I have two different picks here, so I don't know where you can see them. Ah, yeah. Okay. Alright, so these the lighter ones are the thinner ones. So these are the two download picks that I use for my acoustic guitar. Now the lighter ones would be what 0.60 mm, and the darker one would be 0.73 mm. So I use the lighter one for strumming when I'm recording, like, you know, if I want that percussive sound, and if I want to play some solo lines or fills, then I use the 0.73, the darker ones. But on live, I'll just use the 7.3 because I don't have to switch picks every now and then. So yeah. Can you try Jazz 2 XL? Is my favorite. I'm sure you'll like them too. What are the Jazz 2 XL for Honey Benton too? Billy, I have a B stock Nick Johnston HSS in my Thomann for 679, but by the time I transferred money in my account, it was gone. Oh wow. Aw, too bad. Hi, Dr. Frankenstein. I always liked the big fender triangle pick so I could rotate. Yeah. When tip broke, I could shatter a handful in one night. I used to use my own Dunlops. Right? Now I use the yellow and orange Dunlops. Yamaha Pacifica Standard Plus. I don't know. Yeah, very different guitars, right? So I have a lot of questions, I think from you or from some people, asking me like plain questions like this, you know, this guitar. I don't know, seriously, because it's your own individual preference. When your PRS is made differently, sounds different from the Pacifica, even though they are more like a Strat thing. But one is a 25-inch fret radius, scale length. The other is a 25.5. So they're very different guitars. You know, if you're asking me like, you know, a Fender Strat or a G&L, what's the other one that is very close to it? Yeah, then I could tell you. But if you ask me a difference between a G&L Comanche and a Fender Strat, I tell you they're both different guitars because of different pickups. Okay, hope you understand. Trey Alexander, John Dunlop, or Dunlop Jazz, in red. Oh really? Okay. Okay. In Indonesia, it's the same price? Then okay, if you're looking at like resale value, the PRS will probably get better resale value. So if you're thinking like I think you came in late because I was talking about buying guitar. So if you're thinking you can keep this guitar, if you're buying a guitar that will last you for 10 years, then you have to make the decision yourself whether you will keep this guitar for 10 years. If you're thinking you're going to keep this guitar for 1 or 2 years and you're going to sell it away, then get the PRS Silver Sky because the resale value is way better than Yamaha. Alright, so that's one of my advice to you. But if you're coming from a musician point of view, then I'd rather that you don't spend the money on buying all these guitars and, you know, save out your money and buy a better guitar. Yeah. So if you like the Silver Sky, if you really love the Silver Sky, which I don't love, incidentally, I don't like the guitar at all. But if you like it, then save the money for a core model, the US made Silver Sky, you know. But if you're looking for a guitar that suits your style and preference, then go shop around. Don't just because it's the same price, you know, you thought you're getting a bargain, but and you're gonna sell the guitar sooner or later, so don't make sense. All right. Trey Alexander, I can't wait for the Schecter Fried Roast. Popping yellow. Nice. Dunlop Grip .88. Those are a little bit too soft for me, I think. Yeah, not bad, but I think, yeah, that would do fine for acoustic solo work. Yeah. Okay, let me check what you're talking about. Orion. Was it Orion? No. Milo. Dunlop Jazz 3 XL. Let me see how it looks like. Dunlop X3, right? Oh, you have Ultra X3 too. Oh, what's that? No. What? What are you saying again? Jazz. Oh, John Dunlop Jazz. 3 XL. Okay. Oh, these are the these are the picks that I don't like because it's not like a triangle shape. So when I like to hit the point every time. So the triangle works for me because I can access, to the points anytime I want to. You know what I mean? So if I want to play on this, and wherever my hands are rotating, I'm always at the point, whichever point. But with that Dunlop shape, sometimes you hit the rounded part, then that's a problem for me. Yeah. But for you, I will try. Actually, I have some picks over here. I have a collection of picks. Let me see now. Okay. Something dropped. I don't know what dropped. Anyway, I have my pick box here. So, good lordy. Some of this stuff I haven't seen for a long while. I know one of these contains picks. I don't know which one is it. Oh, there you go. Picks. Whole lot of picks. I bought this in bulk. So these are these 73s. It's totally different. Oh yeah, these are the 73s. You see, so much of it I bought. Yeah, so this is the 73s. And then what do I have? Other picks. Oh, you use the green Tolex. They tend to get a straight bend after some use. Yeah, that's a problem, What is this? So these are the Harley Bentons. Again, I bought this in bulk. Right, so these are Harley Bentons 1.20. I probably have to get some more. So, alright, so I think this is from, if I'm not mistaken, this is from the lovely Jeanette. It's the same. It's, I have a 75 here. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. So I have 73s. Oh no, they're all 73s. I thought I saw a 75. Oh, okay. So no, it's all 73s. So more 73s. And then still I have. Yeah, so the Harley Benton does come in like that in a packet form where you can buy, a set like this. So now they're starting to sell it like this. What you have here? What is this? How do I open this? Oh, some more picks. These are the lighter ones. So these are the 0.60, right? So these are lighter ones. So all these picks everywhere. It's horrible. What's the best triple single coil guitar you have played so far? A Fender Custom Shop 50 Strat 59. Yeah, that's the best guitar I've played so far. If you're talking about a nice alternative to it, the guitar that I just played, which is the Ernie Ball Musicman Cutlass, single. Yeah, that's nice. What's this? More. What's this? Hey, I've never seen this before. Blaine, hi, how are you? Where you from, Blaine? These are like from Fenders, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, these are from Fenders. And they're labeled as heavy, but they're not really heavy. So these are really big, Can you tell it? Still focusing on my face. Okay. These are really big, bigger than the Harley Benton ones. So, but they're not thick, what's so when it rains, it pours. So now the questions are all pouring in. Right when I'm looking for pics, right? Hold on, give me a second. I'll get back to you. Anyway, enough of pics. Okay, so I got a spare strap lock here. I don't know why I got a spare strap lock here. Anyway, okay. What's this? What do I have here? Oh wow, more pics. I got this box here from who is the guy? Musicians Belonging. And it came in with an assortment of picks, you know, and other stuff like Allen keys and stuff like that. So it's pretty cute. Alright, you see that? So they have like various picks. They're all really weird. They have like holes cut out inside to have a better grip, I suppose. Yeah, or maybe it's like, I don't know, give it some ventilation. So these are pretty thick. It's not really thick. It's like 0.95, 4.6. These are all pretty soft pick. You don't have anything heavier than this. Yeah. So it comes in a really nice. I think this came in with a guitar. If I'm not mistaken. That they sent. Oh, or came in with my Ernie guitar. Maybe, yeah, from my Ernie guitar. Right, and then I got some interesting picks from a local pick maker. Right, so these are like acrylic, and it's really thick, you know. What is this? I bought the Alderos. Dunlop. Oh my good lord, there's so many picks here. Anyway, enough. Okay, what are your questions? Hold on, let me keep all this stuff before it gets too. Okay. Where were we? I got Allen keys. So much stuff here. Ooh. Let me go, okay. I'm just wondering what's my favorite G7 chord voicing. My favorite G7 chord voicing would be the normal G7 chord voicing that you guys will always use, right? This. Sometimes I don't even play the G7. I'll just play a F over G. Yeah, this sound, you know, you hear this? Instead of, they're different, right? So one's a dominant 7, the other's an 11 chord, but yeah. And of course, if you're the upper register, I could always do this. Even higher. So there's a G7 too. Can you see that? And this. Right? Try the minus pick. Minus pick. Wow. You just cut. Okay, it took me a while to get that. Great one, good one. Andre Brett. Okay, Andre here. Cheers from Quebec. Wow, I've been to your city. Love it. I love Quebec. You know, I just love the vibe, especially in springtime. Because of Mr. John, you bought a. Oh, you did. That's a great guitar. $50 Teflon. Yeah, I saw some of those. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. Well. Oh, James, cool. Yeah, I couldn't handle mine because mine was so brittle because I don't think I drink enough water. So sometimes it gets cracked off, which is a pain. Blue chip picks are also, oh my good lord. Durable. For $50, it better be durable. Yeah. What's this? Street call stripe. Wow. Love your playing. Thank you. God bless you. Yeah. Extra heavy picking, I will lose a $50 pick email. Yeah, sure. So I've been talking about, like, I lose picks all the time. And I'm not one of those like big hitters where you have all the picks strapped onto your microphone stand. I would love that though. But I don't think I need that. I probably should get one of that later on. Maybe for this tour, I will probably go and shop for it. Yeah, that would be a good idea. They have spare picks on your microphone stand. Interesting. Hi, Paul. I missed your comment. Shark fins work for me across the small Gibson as well. Yeah. I mean, wherever you guys are comfortable with, that's the pick that you should use. For me, like I said, I'm so used to the triangle shaped picks that I would just use that. Oh, okay. See, all you guys got different preferences, right? Thank you, Dr. Frankenstein. Thank you so much. Herr Doctor. Frankenstein. So anyone who's French here, okay, probably from Quebec City, you probably speak a little bit of French, right? Who's that? Who's the guy? Oh, Andre, right? So how do you pronounce Napoleon? Napoleon or Napoleon? How do you pronounce Napoleon? Napoleon or Napoleon? Or Napoleon? Napoleon or Napoleon? I heard guys pronouncing it as Napoleon. All right, Emperor Napoleon. Anyone? Tortoiseshell was popular until Ninja Turtles came along. Napoleon. I don't know, Napoleon. What? Napoleon? The French way. Le? What? Napoleon? Napoleon. Right? Napoleon. I think so. When in doubt. Napoleon. How to pronounce Napoleon? Okay, here you go. Napoleon. So I was right. Yeah, so I was right. Napoleon. Right? Napoleon. Yeah, it's pretty close. The N in silence, which I understand. I don't see no N there. Anyway, thank you. Milo and John, I contacted local steel company. They said they can make the exact in stainless steel. Okay. I wouldn't want to use stainless steel because it's not, yeah, not really healthy. Yeah. In any case, Milo, I actually have a some guy. There's a guy who's passing me some strings, and they are made in Turkey. Yeah, and what is it called? There is a name for it. Anyway, when I get the strings, I'll show it to you guys on live stream. It's made from Turkey, so I'm pretty impressed. I haven't tried them yet, so I don't know how it sounds like. Yeah. Napoleon. Napoleon. Alright, gotta go. I gotta go. Okay, I gotta get my rest. Supper. Yeah. I'm gonna have some soup. Vegetable soup. No. I have food. I have porridge. Oh, okay. So I eat porridge. Yeah. Porridge with eggs with onions. Yeah, fried eggs with onion. Porridge with pork. Pork balls. Porridge with pork balls and fish cake. Always nice. And then with eggs and onions. That's pretty nice. Thank you, Arnold. Yeah, I hope to visit Holland soon because I like to go to Amsterdam. I would love to go to Amsterdam. Yeah. I wonder whether I can make a short detour from London to Amsterdam. Interesting. Yeah, probably been. I don't know. I don't want to go to France. Sorry, but I thought Amsterdam would be more interesting for me. Well, we'll see how. Oh, yeah, falafel. Hi, yeah, 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 yeah. Nice. Yes, Orion, it's good to see you. Yeah. Must be some pretty tough turkey to be able to make straight. And those are like post-Thanksgiving turkeys. Yeah, they're pretty tough. To survive Thanksgiving, they have to be tough. Right? I love fish cake too. Love those with hor fun. Oh, you know your stuff. Cool. Find a gig there. Why not that easy? Yeah. Yeah, not that easy. Titanium bikes they're good, but I don't think I need to spend that much on a titanium bike. I think if you really want a comfortable ride, the steel bikes would be good. The premium steel bikes. They're really comfortable, although they'll probably be heavier than a carbon. I just bought a new helmet, in case you don't know, Arian. I got me a. What did I have? What did I bought? I bought me a Met MET. What's the model? Good lord. Tentra. So Tentra in Italian is 30. So I bought the Met Tentra. Yeah. Nice. Very comfortable. Expensive though. Not cheap. But my head is worth protecting, so. I hope you wear a helmet when you go out cycling, Orin. Safety first, okay? Okay, I gotta go. So, may God bless you all. Okay, may God keep you really close to His embrace. May God bless you with safety. May God cast a hedge protection over you and your family. And may God grant you journey mercy to wherever you're going to or coming back from. So may you have a wonderful, blessed week ahead. May you find joy in everything that you do. May you find good people. Yeah, may you find good friends too. So I pray all this in the name of Jesus. Amen. Remember that, Timothy. Take care, guys. God bless. All right. I'll see you next stream if I can. All right. Bye bye.